The United States faced another government shutdown, paralyzing federal agencies and leaving families in limbo. Among the hardest hit were U.S. service members, required to serve, but suddenly unsure if they'd be paid. Troops stationed worldwide worried about missed paychecks, while their families at home faced mounting bills. President Trump had temporarily redirected Pentagon funds to cover pay, but it was only a short-term fix. As the shutdown dragged on, those funds dwindled, and the threat of missed paychecks returned. The crisis exposed a glaring vulnerability: military families caught in the crossfire of political gridlock. Congress controls the purse strings, and without a budget, even military salaries are frozen. For service members, the shutdown wasn't just politics, it was a direct threat to their families' well-being. The stress of financial uncertainty weighed heavily, distracting from their critical missions. Once again, those who defend the nation were left to wonder if their own country would defend them. The shutdown's shadow loomed large over America's defenders. Just as hope faded, President Trump announced a stunning development. An anonymous patriot had donated $130 million to cover military pay. The donor, described as a friend and a patriot, insisted on anonymity and asked for nothing in return. The gift was enough to cover immediate payroll needs, offering relief to thousands of military families. The Pentagon quickly confirmed receipt of the funds, with one condition: it must go directly to service members' salaries and benefits. The news spread rapidly, sparking hope and gratitude across military communities. For a moment, it seemed a private citizen had succeeded where Congress had failed. The donor's selflessness resonated with Americans tired of political games. The story became a symbol of patriotism and generosity in a time of crisis. But as the headlines faded, questions about the legality of the donation began to surface. Would this unprecedented gift actually reach the troops? The $130 million donation, though generous, hit a legal wall. The Constitution gives Congress, not the President or Pentagon, the sole authority to spend federal money. Even with the funds in hand, the government couldn't use them for military pay without congressional approval. Legal experts explained, private donations can't simply replace appropriated funds. The Pentagon could accept the money, but not spend it on salaries, without a new law. Options included passing a special bill or reclassifying troop pay as mandatory spending, both requiring political agreement. The donation highlighted the clash between good intentions and government red tape. The money was there, the need was urgent, but bureaucracy stood in the way. Once again, the fate of military paychecks rested with Congress. The crisis was no longer just financial, it was a test of the system itself. The donation drew immediate reactions in Washington. Pentagon officials expressed gratitude, but also blamed political opponents for the crisis. President Trump used the moment to highlight his support for the military and criticize Democrats. The story of the mystery donor became a political flashpoint, shifting focus from the shutdown's cause to the donor's patriotism. Some saw the donation as a lifeline, others called it a national embarrassment that the government needed private charity to pay its troops. Critics argued the real issue was Congress's failure to pass a budget. The legal obstacles only deepened the debate, with both sides using the donation to score political points. The $130 million gift, meant as a solution, became another symbol of Washington's dysfunction. Meanwhile, military families waited, caught between gratitude and frustration. As debate raged, the donor's identity became a national obsession. Speculation swirled. Was it a tech billionaire, a business mogul, or someone else close to the president? The donor's insistence on anonymity only deepened the intrigue. In an age of self-promotion, this act of quiet patriotism inspired many. The story resonated because it reflected core American values: generosity, support for the military, and frustration with political gridlock. For military families, the donation was a sign that their sacrifices mattered, even if politicians failed them. The anonymous donor became a folk hero, a symbol of solidarity in a divided nation. Yet the need for such a gift was a stark warning about the dangers of political dysfunction. The mystery endures, but the message is clear. In times of crisis, Americans still step up for one another.